sports. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. You go with the first snap of the game.
They asked Kyle Shanahan after the game about it.
Yeah, it took like 15 minutes.
I know. The game was kind of over on that scoring drive.
I just needed the season to end. I'm just so, I'm out of energy.
The first drive was really awful.
Yeah.
That they're like, oh, this stinks. So they don't even get your good stuff.
No.
In the second half, they don't throw doubleheader. When the eyes
that, your confidence
I'm
just
talking about when I was telling you about the Bears Thanksgiving. The Bears sometimes in the second half, they don't look as bad, but everybody only watches the first half of Bears games. It's so depressingly awful. Yeah, that they're like, oh, this stinks. So they don't even get your good stuff.
No, we weren't good in the second half. We were just better than how bad we were in the first round. Yeah, it took like 15 minutes. The game was kind of over on that score. I just needed this season to end. I'm just so, I'm out of energy. Like, Max and Jackie Tables were sitting there trolling me the whole game, and it doesn't even hurt. Like, it can't, there's nothing, like, it doesn't even, I don't even feel it, you know what I mean? It's just like, this team is so bad, this organization is so bad, so lifeless, almost, that I can't even, can't be hurt enough.
They asked Kyle Shanahan after the game about the rumors that were spread by from Mike Florio.
I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season.
And he pretty much just
it's one thing to have
he said no, and then there also was a report that Brock Purdy was signed an extension. So yeah, it was, and George Kittle was also decided like, hey, let's not guard George Kittle at all. Interesting strategy. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, I'm done. They're in like the Jaguars spot. Like, what does it even matter?
Fire Thomas Brown.
Yeah, fire Thomas Brown. There's no point. Just get the season over. Just get it over. Like maybe beat the Packers.
It's complete.
That is
Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week we did, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out.
They should really give an opt-out for teams at this point of the season. Give it 2 out of 3.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
They finally
Last
get him
enjoy
stopped.
NFL.
What a
True.
good job
True.
by that
I wish we
front
had
wall
them.
to set
I
up
wish
the
we could.
screen and
They should
create
really
some
give
lanes
an
for their
opt-out
running back.
for teams at this point of the
This
season.
crowd
Give it
bringing
2 out of 3
the energy
last
and
NFL Sundays.
noise early.
They
The Jets
yeah.
pass.
And this one though sucks. It's the afternoon. We always suck when we play in the afternoon.
look out, there he
Sunday
goes.
night football.
He's
Monday
run
night
out of
football.
bounds, but a
Thursday night
big
football.
play on
Morning
that one,
rose.
and it'll be
That's
a
when we
first
suck.
down.
But Another spin zone. That game was over.
Oh, he's got that. I got it.
Trying to turn the corner on the right.
The game was over so early, everyone stopped watching.
Yeah.
No one was even paying attention to that game after it's
outside the red zone. He moves the
If you beat the Packers, it's
22.
I hope
After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do.
If we beat the Packers and somehow get them out of the playoff, which I don't think is possible, yes, that would be a successful season. That would be my
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line.
The only thing that, with my luck and the Bears' luck, the Bears would beat the Packers, and then the Packers would like slide down the spot, and like Jalen Hurts would get hit by a bus, and then they would like, you know, like have a kid, you know what I mean? Like something.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a
the
couple.
Bears beating the Packers
So
actually
on
helped the
offense,
Packers.
you got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it
Jalen
done.
Hurts
So
getting hit by a
big-time
bus.
players make big plays in big
Yeah,
games.
okay,
Who can you rely on right now to
It
get
could
you a
happen.
touchdown?
If the Bears beat the Packers, I would make sure that
Now
Jalen Hurts.
second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise.
Just saying.
Why did you want to know
Touch
about that?
pass on the jet
You know, like
sweep.
Sergeant Oaks.
Yeah.
Cat brought that up. He wants to know more. What if like a piece of
The
stadium
AT
falls?
unit on the field.
That would be bad.
It's a shame that he's probably going to play in a falling
Take
stadium.
that one with some aggression for the point
Little
after.
bad stadium.
So that was a 6-play,
That's changed.
75-yard
Where's your
drive.
shine box, buddy?
And they capped the drive with a
It's
4-yard
changed.
touchdown
It's
pass.
You've been gone for a long time. Maybe you didn't know. Also, choosing one. Also, I
Here
don't
he
think the
comes from
49ers were
inside
good.
his
I
own
just think
5.
the Bears were that bad.
And
So I was
they'll bring
wondering
him
from
down
the
to get the
49ers fans'
offense started on the next
perspective, are you
drive.
thinking like we might be good?
3 tight
It
ends
will all
in the
come down to Thursday Night
formation
Football.
on
If
1st
we
and
beat
10.
the Rams, then yes, I think the 49ers fans will allow themselves to
They'll come out on
be like,
this drive
oh,
and let
maybe
it rip.
something's here.
But it's the same.
He's got it.
You guys were
That's
just
a nice
Rams, then
pickup
yes,
to give him some
I
breathing
think
room,
the
and they've got
49ers
it out to
fans
the
allow
27.
themselves to
How aggressive
be like,
will they
oh,
get
maybe
on
something's
1st
here.
and 10?
But it's the same. You guys were
He
just in the
wants
Super
to
Bowl. That is
throw.
we might be good game. This
Catch in the middle, it's
Rams.
Williams.
But even this Bears
He's
game is
brought
like
down
you can't really
solid,
tell,
picked
though,
up
against
a
the
little bit
Bears.
short of the first down.
it's
up some
they're
yardage
from their
with that
That's how the Bears
completion,
want
now
their
second
perspective.
down.
They're spinning this to like we're back.
Yeah.
Give to the back.
Was Matty Cruz
They
actually a
bring
good
him
coach?
down, and he's
How did he
going to
win
lose
4
a yard
games?
on that one.
I have no idea.
It's actually insane.
Defender.
4-2. Yeah, they played the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Lions. So yeah, I mean,
found the football.
the good thing about the Niners should just find out is if they run the table,
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
It's going to be spent.
There's a reason
that Caleb plays well. And how would you say Caleb played today? Not good.
Great job finding this
He's
receiver.
held on to the offensive line is terrible when he holds on to the ball too long. He had a couple moments in the second half. Yeah, it's just everything's a mess. Couple good plays by Ron. I don't
And
know
he'll
Thomas
run
Brown.
across the sidelines after the good game.
Sideline. I don't know if that matters. I don't rate it does. Can you do that?
Can the interim head coach be a head coach from the booth?
I'd love for him
Back
to
to
do it.
pass,
It just
it's
felt like they had a
McNamara.
little tiny bit
Floats
of
it out in
momentum, and it
space.
really wasn't.
Knocked down after a
It
short
still
game, but
sucked
enough to
the
move
first
those
half, every
chains.
first half.
We've reached the end of
But yeah,
one,
I don't
and
know.
as
Just
is
get
tradition
reset.
here in
Get to
Iowa
the fucking
City,
offseason.
take a moment to say
And let
hi
me
to
stop
the
thinking about the
children
Bears
at
for a couple months,
University of Iowa
and then I'll
Stead
fill
Family
myself
Children's
up with
Hospital.
optimism,
Come
and
on,
I'll
kids.
say stupid shit that I'll
He'll
regret later.
just keep
Or just
slinging
all-
it.
You heard an interesting factor in the game
Pressure is
today. That at
effective
first,
from the
none of us
defense.
really
They
believed.
knock him
But
down
it turns
just
out I think it
behind
might
the
be true.
midfield stripe at
That
the
the
48.
McCaskies won't let
Second
people wear
down
Bears
now after
merchandise
the
in their
sack.
box during the games.
No logos.
No logos. It's like beneath. It's not classy.
He's looking
Which
to
I'm not.
throw.
I mean,
That's some
yeah,
rich people shit.
Not quite
they
as
asked
good as there.
it's hard knocks to have no swears.
But like you're at a Bears game, and you're in the owner's box, and they're like, "Can you please take that Bears hat off?"
Yeah, I did.
This will be the
They're
8th play of
terrible.
the
But
drive
like
with a
to
great
to
opportunity
apologize
for the
to me
defense
for
to
making
get off the
me
field.
apologize to you.
On 3rd and long,
Never
you'll
felt
need to
it.
push it downfield.
I don't.
My question, I'm not in the
Just curious.
I've given out so many apologies.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking
Yeah,
for
I
on 3rd down,
Listen,
4th down coming up.
they're terrible.
Like,
How
would you
about
like
this
to
young fella?
would you
He's
apologize to
slinging the
me
pill,
for
man.
making
His
me
completion
apologize to
percentage
you?
is through the roof, and he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
So I'm out of apologies. I mean, that's classic Hank. He's just a curious guy.
And let's see what
no question. Maybe after the season when I get refilled with apologies. I just feel like I've been apologizing.
They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking.
Make a note for yourself.
Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take this.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Punishments are in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot with
Robinson will throw.
I'm going to get my tattoo. I have a tattoo.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't get a whole lot of yards before he was stopped, but using the running back in a short passing game gives him a first down.
And it's also we're trying to do something that is above and beyond the AWL. It's proving to be different.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs, it might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
I don't know what happened during the Seahawks bye week, but their defense is completely different. This game was, it looked like the Cardinals came ready to go, scored on the first drive, and then Kyler some shit
when that receiver got free,
and the Seahawks controlled the entire game. So what's changed with the Seahawks is Ernest Jones. Yeah.
My stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Yeah, so the Seahawks defense shut the Cardinals down today. Their offense, the Cardinals defense has been pretty good at home. Yeah, they couldn't stop the run at all today. They couldn't score against the Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks with the Cardinals, They're against the Cardinals.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by
and I
think I'm
leaving the Seahawks. They're now on the top of the NFC West. And the way they've been playing, they've won 4 in a row.
Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years.
They do have weapons. This one lacks they've got the weapons. They finally reached the point where JSN and DK have fully taken over all the time for Lockett. Yeah, Lockett is fairly
anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll
Let's see headline.
Hey,
Is this the most wide open the NFL's ever been? I can't. You know what? I'm taking back to 2017. Obviously, it was pretty wide open in 2017. So this might be the most wide open the NFL's ever been. 2020 was wide open.
Nothing but green ahead.
And
he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, you might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
And they get it back on the extra point by the way, right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
It feels like this is the end of the Cardinals season. They had a nice run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic.
It's frustrating. I've said it many times before, but like watching the Cardinals when things are not clicking on offense,
these two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. Listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
So
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Like it was, but Kyler basically put them in shit in the first quarter. Basically, all I'm watching for the Cardinals.
Still on his feet at the 45.
They're too long, too back,
and they get him out of bounds after an
the Seahawks have the tiebreaker.
Just
they beat him twice, so they're eliminated.
Big play offense, and it has them
watch to see if
threatening now.
Pride will have the best season of a receiver without scoring a touchdown. How many yards do they have now? 850. Yeah, does not have a touchdown. Get him in the end zone. Get him in the end zone. It's great.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Are we sure that Marvin Harrison Jr. is good? Actually, yes, we are.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
He is very good. I just wanted to say that Marvin Harrison Jr. is an impact player. Incredible. They got to get him the ball. Really good play. Really good play. Okay, last game, best game.
Rams 44. Nice job by the defense.
This game ruled. Josh Allen was out of this world good.
A little screen with the
Stafford was
running
out of
back.
this world good.
He's brought down quickly.
He's
Minimal gain there.
unguardable.
Still a bit short of the
Hubbard's
first
catching
down.
balls off his
This
thighs.
new Big Ten is
It was
balanced,
awesome. Everything about this
and you're not
really
going to get many mulligans.
okay,
You're
last
gonna need
game,
to get
best
off to
game.
a quick start.
And
Rams
it's going to
44,
be a
Bills
physical
42.
grind ahead. You look
This
at the
game ruled.
schedule for these
Josh Allen
teams,
was
it's
out of this
brutal.
world good.
Each and every
Matthew
week,
Stafford
you're
was
going
out
to
of
get
this world
tested.
good.
So it's important they get off to a really
Rams
fast start.
44,
They've got to come
Bills
out, take everything they did on the
This
practice
game
field this
Josh
offseason,
Allen was
and
out
let
of this
these
world
guys go
good.
play.
Matthew
Yeah, and
Stafford
you got to
was
let
out
it
of this
rip,
world
man,
good.
because that's
He's
always your
unguardable.
first goal, right? We talk
He's
about
unguardable.
conference championships, winning
He's
your
catching balls off
conference,
his
and then it
thighs.
gets you to where
It was
you
awesome.
need to go.
Everything about this game was
Looking
awesome.
Yeah, so a
forward to
couple
getting
things
kicked off on a big scene.
for Josh
No
Allen.
movement from the field goal unit.
Josh
The
was the
offense
first player
is
with
out
3
there to
pass
try to keep
touchdowns
this
and
drive
3
alive
rush
on
touchdowns
fourth
in the same
down.
game. Yeah, crazy. In
Fourth and
NFL
inches,
history,
you know it's
crazy.
coming. You know
And
they're
it's
gonna
also
run
the
quarterback
first
sneak,
time
but
that
it's one of the
teams
hardest
scored
plays
6
in
or more
football. So
touchdowns
you got to
with no
find a way
turnovers.
to dive from the
I don't like
defensive
that
line
stat because
spot
they're just
and
pretending
stop the
to
feet of the
block
quarterback,
on.
and they couldn't do it. And
Changed
listen,
the game.
they
The
only
block
need
out
inches.
literally was
That's
the
what
game.
makes
That
it
was
so
returned for a touchdown.
difficult
Yeah,
to
both
stop.
teams couldn't be stopped, and then the special teams, the
Got
Bills
some
failed
momentum to
once.
the goal line.
Yeah,
He's
it
in
makes sense.
for
That
the
makes sense.
touchdown.
Yes, that's a
And
misleading
I just
stat.
love
Yeah,
the
but it's also true
execution by
stat.
this
It
offense.
is true
Late
stat,
in
but
the
I
half, man,
want
you
to say
want to take the lead,
10
you want to
years
get that
now,
momentum on your
and
side, and they do it,
time
and they
out.
finish it with a
Bills
passing
refs, like,
game. And tell you
actually,
what,
there was a block
keep that
punt.
passing game
And also that was during
keep
the wide
this lead,
open
keep the
2024
momentum, and keep
NFL
putting up
season.
numbers.
What did he think?
The most wide open season we've ever had.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was football porn. It was,
And they thought about a return, then
I
thought
was saying on
better.
Friday,
They'll
this is
bring it
another
out
one
for
of those
the
kitchen
25.
sink games for
Iowa has it back on
Sean
offense,
McVay's had a
hoping
couple
to
of them this
ride
year
the
where it's
wave
like
to the end
the
zone.
Rams' back has
The
been
way
against
this
the
game
wall,
started, you
and
feel
he's
as
going
if
to
you have to
basically
score a
call a
touchdown
perfect
every
game.
time you
And
have it, and
by
now
the
we'll
way,
see if they can
Hank,
respond.
I feel like
Man,
Tom
I
Brady's
wonder
kind
how
of
much
on in with
pressure
him.
that
As
puts
he
on
was
the
saying,
offense, Jesse. Like,
which was a good
you
point,
know this is
the
back
Rams
and
have
forth.
very
I've
rarely
gotta
been in a
score, and
position this
every
year
possession
where
matters
they
so
can
much. What does that do to you
dictate
as a quarterback?
their play
Well, it
calls
puts a lot more
offensively and
pressure
how
on
it
you for
looks
sure
so
to feel
different
like
when
I
they
gotta
were playing with the
And they
lead
couldn't
and Sean
hold off
McVay
the heat,
playing
and he
he
goes
can
down
do
with the
whatever
sack.
he wants, and
They'll
they've been in
hurry
that
to the
spot.
line
That's
here
why
to
they
try
were
to
just
get
like
off that third down
exploding
play.
offense.
Yeah, he also creamed himself over Cooper Kupp's hands at one point.
Yeah,
Strong.
and his voice sounds bad.
He's got strong hands.
His voice sounds good. No, his voice was scratchy. He was,
I like it.
sounded under the weather.
Good,
You like
yeah.
it? Sounds like
Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But the kitchen sink, by the way, was like get the ball to Cooper Kupp.
yeah,
And Cooper Kupp. But
oh, and they ran the ball really. They ran for like 100 yards in the first half.
I just love watching Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
He's so good. They're throwing the ball when he's covered. He's not open.
Scanning the
And just
field,
knowing
it's
that he's going to do
McNamara.
something incredibly athletic and
Gets it
strong
out
and
fast.
acrobatic. And
And short tackling
He always
there to
does.
keep them
Rams
from
are
getting to
11
the first down marker.
And every time they
And
need a
before
third down,
they
they
can
come.
kick
They
it,
bring
the
5
receiving
guys to
team's
tackle.
going to call
Yeah.
a timeout.
Yeah, he's awesome. And the Rams are a dangerous team if they
Fourth
could ever
down,
get
and
it.
the punt team sends
Bills
it the other way.
hate James Cook.
Yeah.
Everybody stays in
We're
their
playing from
lanes
behind.
well enough, and
Yeah,
they
and then,
stop him at the 31-yard line.
I gave a free bet, a
Out
15K
comes
free
the
bet to our
offense as they
graphics
get
team.
set to
And
take
they
over.
James Cook anytime
Jesse
touchdown.
looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them
Like,
moving forward,
I don't
too, to
know,
have a
half the
lot
third
of
quarter was
balance,
like,
right?
actually,
You want to
there's
be
some
able to
stats
keep
showing
this
for the
defense
playoffs.
guessing, Paul.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their
And
defense's
Josh
heads are
Eckler was
going to
like
be
acting to
spinning
our
all over.
graphics team, and they took James
Line
Cook
getting
anytime
set on
touchdown. Then our
second
good
down.
friend, number one ball knower, or
He's
ball
looking
watcher,
to
and
throw.
Big Lovin. Like, I don't know,
Fire
half of
into
the
the
third
right,
quarter was like,
complete.
actually, there's some stats showing
And
the same
quarterback receiver on the
playoffs.
same page.
It's
Nice
scary,
job
you know, like
seeing
that
the
was
zone,
nice.
understanding the
Straight,
drag route
yeah.
concept,
He just went
easy
off on
pitch,
these
easy
straight.
catch.
And Josh Allen is just...
Here comes this home crowd as the
He
defense
does it.
tries to
Every
get
time
off
it's
the
goal
field
line,
on
just
third down.
Send Josh diving head first through the pile.
We
Quarterback
should have mentioned, by the
adapting.
way,
And he
all-time
is
stupid
right out of
mistake
bounds
pushing.
as they go
At the
backwards
end,
there and
that's
just
a
avoiding
Brady
the
line.
contact.
It was perfect.
And here
Because
comes
they
the
did it
punt team.
perfectly. 18
3 Not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Bills were down, what were they down, 9? It was 54-35.
They'll put a stop to
They're
that.
down 9,
About
and they had all 3 timeouts. And the Bills ran a perfect drive where they were getting everything to the sideline, they were getting out of bounds, and going quickly. Essentially, if they can keep all 3 of their timeouts, they will be able to kick it deep if they want to, try to get a stop, and then a punt and field goal to win. Take it all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then Sean German calls a tush push. Burns the 1 timeout, game over. That's it. So you have the onside kick. You're not going to get the onside kick. Game over. It was crazy. I don't know why they did it so so perfectly, and then at the last second, you're like, oh, because they were in the yard line. Pass interference. They could have just ran a bunch of pass plays and not had the clock. We're just thinking that there's no chance they stop. Right? It's just that you've done it to perfection.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half.
All 3 timeouts, get a punt. 20 seconds left. Have Josh Allen get into field goal range like he worked.
And he'll just
take it in.
Big mistake by McDermott. There's also been a big mistake at the very end.
First down for the offense.
So the Rams, they did a walk-off punt, which you hardly ever see. But the idea was kick the ball so high in the air that it lands after the clock expires.
Yes.
So you have no time at all. McDermott had 9 guys on the field.
Really get you going
9,
as they get it out to the
the idea
36.
was kick the ball so
They
high
move
in
the
the air
chains
that
on
it
the
lands
ground.
after the
Now
clock
another
expires.
first down.
So you get no time at all.
Trying to get the corner.
McDermott had 9 guys on the field. 9, 8, not 10,
What a
not
good
11
run
guys.
there. He
There
has
was
enough
a
for the
penalty
first down.
just before that.
This is going to be a
delay
big
of
key
game.
for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on
And
the
you still
field
had
and
9
leading
guys
the
post
clock.
penalty.
Run the
By 9
football.
guys.
You're ahead.
Oh, and he can't hold the
You're
pitch. The
supposed to have
ball's
less.
loose.
They had Sean McDermott.
Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Yeah.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Walk off field goal.
They make the stop, but not
It
before
works in
he
their
takes
favor.
a chunk out of what they need to
Got the
move
power
the
of
sticks.
the doink on there. So the doink is an enemy to everyone, except for Chiefs.
How about the offensive line getting
that big third down at the end of the game
downfield
when the
and
Travis
getting
Kelce
blocked? Will help
where
out the
Chargers
back,
should
find
stop.
some space to go to
They
work.
have like a minute and a half
Coming
left.
after it.
That was the
Moving
backbreaker.
away from pressure.
Credit the Chargers because
He'll
it looked
pull it
like
down
they
and
were
run.
not interested in playing
They'll
this
force
game in
him
the
out of
first half
bounds after a
without
solid
Lavin
pickup on the
and they
play.
came out and had
I know he didn't
nice
pick up the
spin.
first down, but man, he makes this
Walk
fourth
off,
down
field
way
goal.
more manageable. It's tough.
There was a penalty
You got fourth
just
and
before
half.
that. The
Did a
delay
great
of game
job
for
of
the Rams
making
took
this
intentional.
manageable and keeping
Wind
the
the clock all
playbook
the way
open.
down. And you
Fourth
still had
down,
9
and
guys
the punt
post
team
penalty.
sends it the
9
other way.
guys on the field.
On the return,
So
it's
you're supposed to have 11. They
Good
had Sean
job by the
McDermott
coverage
the
unit to
difference
stop
between
the
9 and
return
11.
man.
You would.
Iowa
You
has the ball
absolutely
back
would.
on offense.
If there's
That would
2
be
numbers
three
up there,
numbers. 2 numbers he would know.
he would.
Okay. So the
He
football.
wastes no time and comes
Chiefs
out
win.
throwing.
Walk
That's
off
caught. Let's
field
go.
goal.
And you see so many smart wide
That works in their
receivers, so many
favor.
smart
Yeah,
tight
they've
ends nowadays.
got the power of the
they
doink
know
on
where
there.
to
So the
hold
doink is an
those
enemy
zones
to
are,
everyone.
and they
They
work
have
with
the
their
Chiefs.
quarterback, and
They,
they find them, and they
that
sit
big
down
third
with
down
them
at the end
and
of the
make
game
big
when they get
plays.
Travis
It's tough
Kelce
to sit
where
back and
the
zone.
Chargers should
He's
stop.
such a smart
They
player.
would have like a minute and a half
The
left.
Hawkeyes
That was
racing
the
to the line
backbreaker.
in a hurry up.
Credit the Chargers because it looked like they were not interested in playing in this game in the first half without Lavin, and then they came out and had a nice second half, but the Chiefs just keep winning.
Wants to
They're just
throw.
better
It's
than ever.
McNamara.
We will have Jerry on
Behind his
the
tight
show
end.
to talk about.
And he's able to bounce off one
recap
tackle
this
for a
season.
solid pickup. Offense
Jerry
gets set for second
had
down.
Ladd starting for
Just
us
a
to the
quick
last second.
rhythm throw there
Took
and
him out.
really good use of the tight
Palmer
end.
Yeah, good
instead.
use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions
That
real quick.
overthrow,
You can't find
would have been
anything.
probably
Get the
70
easy
yards
gain.
and
Don't take a
touchdown.
shot down the field all the
Yeah.
time. Take those shots later. Take those
182
easy,
to
wide open
100.
opportunities.
too. Jerry had Ladd start.
Credit to Chargers because Doink, that works in their favor. They've got the power of Doink.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense is playing in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
That big third down at the end of the game.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away.
They have like a minute and a half left. That was the backbreaker. Credit to the Chargers because it looked like they were not interested in playing in this game in the first half.
Bringing it back, it's Fields.
They came out.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32.
The fantasy recap for the season? Yeah.
Toss to the outside.
Jerry had Ladd starting for us until the last second.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
It would have been probably 70 yards.
Wide receiver shows motion.
He ended up losing.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
102.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that
Right there.
completion. Not the way
That's
they
it,
had
Jerry.
it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page playing together. I love it.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game.
Yeah, like an hour ago. So somebody that was hoping to...
And it slipped through his fingers incomplete. A huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're going to get to the Super Bowl.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
They can't.
Catch called for, and
they have black magic. They have curses. They have witches. Like they're not a good team. They're not a good. They're not. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in the playoffs. They're gonna beat the Bills.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want to. This offense needs to get back
possible to watch
get a little bit more
watch how the
best way to do that, identify where your best players
because
are and just get them the football.
Expectations and like projections go out the window. They just win. So in the playoffs is the ultimate example of that happened. Somehow teams, other teams win. They've won 2 Super Bowls. They're not worried about the pressure.
No,
they're gonna find a way to win something.
I agree with you. I agree with you in that fact. Like people, say, oh, they get lucky. It's like, no, they're just really talented. If the ball bounces their way, they're ready. You can't have any mistakes against the Chiefs.
The Hawkeyes.
If the ball bounces their way, they're going to capitalize on it. That's why they're in
reverse. They opened the punch and bailed them out.
I feel like Patrick Mahomes has no time. Their offensive line feels more like it.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops.
Where it's like in the season.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, David.
And their
defense
is
starting
to
know
get
exactly what to do
just
to win
keep
close
putting
games.
me back on the
What's the
field,
record against the spread?
possession after possession, Jesse.
Really bad.
This offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
Yeah,
the punters on
they
the
just
sideline with the
know how
oxygen
if they get like they get one
he's
ring.
not used to this offense. They just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for a productive play on first down.
I had the Chargers.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
I was the Chargers. I drank the complete.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short game.
Inexcusable, really. It was a good second half. It was a good comeback. They needed it. I thought he was going to have a chance. Like they needed it. They needed to make that third down stop. Justin Herbert needed to have a shot to at least win the game or whatever. But yeah, they stink. Like they're
second down here as they go back to work after the break.
They might win one. The Chiefs are not a good team, but if it's at the end of the game and you need one drive to put you in a position to win the game,
setting up the screen.
Yeah, the best team. That's Max can't find it, but I have 7 straight against the spread.
Every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language
How long are
of
you
the
going to keep the
offensive line.
Chargers?
They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
I think they win a playoff game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up
the entire
quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Yes. Let's catch him.
Thought he had it and
all right, any other thoughts?
He missed it.
Week 14.
And the margin remains at 7.
Happy buys are gone. Yeah, we need to get back to. I think next week we have 5 games a week, balls deep in football, and they're like really good games. And then we're gonna get Saturday football. Saturday football's always nice. Xavier against us.
Let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run.
Sicko should be very upset at Xavier again.
Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Prime upset. Especially after his rant about the Lions.
Got him downfield.
Yep.
And there was lots of space.
Yeah, next week we have Bills, Lions,
finally
Steelers,
signs
Eagles.
of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Bills, Lions, and Steelers, Eagles. And Bucks, Chargers.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down.
Those are some fun-ass games.
Second down coming
you should make an acronym for it. The Eagles Commanders game we talked about potentially being flexed on Monday night. That Max and I were looking forward to. Yeah, maybe. Turns out that's not a possibility, Pat. Because if their earlier matchup was on Amazon. Those are some fun-ass games. You should make an acronym for it.
It's McNamara. Unloads to the
Eagles
right out.
Commanders game we talked about potentially being flexed on Monday night. That Max and I were looking forward to. Yeah, maybe. Turns out that's not a possibility because if their early matchup was on Amazon, and the NFL has a rule where if Amazon has one game, then you can't take their second game away from Fox.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just slip out the end zone. That running back
need that game to be
freakish ability on that play.
Yep, because this week Wednesday episode, so if it went to Monday night, we've just sat
Kevin, what do you got?
3 days.
Very different
waiting to talk about it. Now we get to talk about it right away. Yep. And it could be significant. You gotta beat the Saints. You gotta beat the Saints. Gotta beat the Saints 1-0. Gotta go 1-0. Spencer Rattler. Yeah. All right, let's do my throwback question. RHLBACK.com. Take 20% off your first purchase. Use it for polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Throwback.com. Promo code take. Swords 2.
Goddamn.
PFT still trying to clinch. We'll have 2 playoff teams on this podcast.
And even though it's a completion, they lost
They've got to beat the Saints.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second.
So my throwback question is
using the back as a receiver on the screen.
2 versus 7.
No sirree, not this
How much
time.
have you guys thought about this? When we first thought about that, I'd say what, a month and a half ago?
It could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw.
I'm not.
Going to try to get it himself. Slips a
You should
tackle
want
and
the
he's got
Congress. I'm just asking. It's making me nervous. I'm just asking. 2 versus 7. Just asking.
Finally able to make the
Because
stop.
it's
Now
kind
from the
of,
40, it's
it's
1st and
pretty
10.
much locked in that the Eagles are going to. The Eagles can obviously go to 1, but they're not going to.
Quarterback touch
It'd be
pass
very hard
from
to
the
just go to
Jets
3.
And the
They'd have
defense
to lose
holds
3 out of their last 4
firm.
and the Seahawks
No
will have to win.
pickup at all on that play.
And it's
Now on
losers.
2nd down.
They really can't. I mean, it'd be hard for them to go up to the 6. I think it's a collision course.
He will
I think if
step
we
out
win
of
3
bounds, but
games,
not before the
we
big
would still
pickup
be
and
the
a
7th.
first down for
I
this
think.
offense.
Yeah, it's the manager. Yeah. So if we thinking about it, we're thinking about it. I welcome the
Touch
challenge.
pass on the jet sweep.
I mean, Rams are a really good football. Smart unit team.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
What does that mean? That means we're probably going to win one of the next 2.
I love the ability to show
I don't
that
know
and
what
be able
they're
to
scared
show
of.
plays
No,
off of that jet motion. Just show them you're willing to complete it, but get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
We haven't beaten a team that's above 500.
The give to the back.
Knocked
down at the 34.
All right, Max, let me ask you this way. If the season ended today, who would you want to see in the playoffs? That 2%.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
In an outside world, it would be the Commanders.
in this world, I don't want to see the Commanders in the playoffs.
That you can't. Yeah,
it's one more.
I want the Eagles. I'll just say it. I want the Eagles.
Obviously,
right now,
it's a win-win for you.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range,
the Eagles are good.
No, next year.
And plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points
your
and
definition.
Now they'll run it on the top.
Not even the means definition.
And they'll finally get it down after a terrific
You know,
pickup.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
Timeout
scary
call here by the
because it's
defense
just
is
like the worst
first one they
situation.
use this
It would
half.
be such a
Maybe
bad
this will
loss.
breathe a little life into
And I
this
see those
offense,
losses
which has been
so often.
flatlined in the second
Hey,
half.
Max,
Here's
by the way,
first
But,
and
like,
10.
the Eagles are objectively
That's what you
so much
expect
better.
from a senior.
Exactly.
Don't give them
You guys
any
aren't
extra
playing the
yards.
game
Great
like Max.
tackle
You
there.
just beat the
Quick
Panthers.
timeout
Yes,
by the
kinda.
defense there, trying to make sure
You beat the
everyone has
Panthers
the
then.
same call.
Like, don't let him
Got
take away
3
from
on
that.
first
You
down.
got
It's
smoked
second
by
and
the
7.
fucking Cowboys.
He smoked the Panthers.
They'll
That was
go to
also
the
a
ground.
different Panthers team.
And the defense snows him under after a very
Sorry for
short
the
game.
asses.
The Panthers
It's all tied up. This offensive
Yeah,
line, they
yeah.
want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
You just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After misfiring, it's second down. To the air, it's McNamara. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Back to throw, it's McNamara. He's got him in the flat. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclusive.